Alright guys, I got a battle here versus Hermitcrazy, and he's using pretty much all one UU, and I'm using NUs here. So I start out with Pincer, I go with Stealth Rock. I could have went for the close combat, but I wasn't sure if it would kill the Clefable or not. I didn't want to be like, I wanted to get Stealth Rock up to get damage on other things that he brings in, because I wasn't too sure what kind of Clefable this was yet, but he hits the Fire Blast. It does a pretty good amount. I was predicting the Fire Blast here, but he goes with Faucade, and now I know what kind of Clefable it is, and it's gonna almost take out my Rapidash, but Rapidash is just gonna suicide here with the Flare Bits just for damage on the Clefable, because I can't Will-O-Wisp it. Obviously that'd be useless, and it's poison. I can't sleep it because of its poison, and yeah. So I go back into Pincer, and I'm going to just go for the close combat. It could have killed, though. Now that I realize what kind of Clefable it was, it probably would have killed him the first time around with close combat, but I wasn't too sure, so I didn't want to take that chance. Anyways, he goes into Gengar and gets a little bit of Stealth Rock damage. I go into Freezer, the Articuno. He goes with a Shadow Ball. The Shadow Ball doesn't really do all that much damage here, so I'm going to try to go with either Ice Beam or a Substitute, I think. And I think I go with Ice Beam, just because in case it stayed in, it went with like T-Bolt or something. I didn't want to take that much damage. And I figured he's going to go for a Sword Dance here, so I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to go for another Ice Beam just for damage on his Scizor and stuff. But, I should have thought about Roost, but thankfully his didn't have Roost, so he wasn't able to really get too much HP back this match with his Scizor. And now I know he's going to go for a Bullet Punch. I'll go into the Bull for Intimidate, and he does go for the Bullet Punch. I'm not sure if it's going to kill the Bull here. No, it's not going to kill the Bull. The Bull loses like close to half HP, and now I don't want to stay in to take the Bullet Punch, and I switch out or take a Brick Break or a Bullet Punch, and I switch out to Quagsire. The Brick Break does about half to Quagsire. It's not that bad and stuff. But yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna go with the Stockpile, and he brings in a Breloom, and that's bad. That is real bad, because now if he gets it set up right, I am screwed. Like, I have to have basically like two guys die or something, or one guy asleep and other guys die, just so I can actually be able to do anything. Thankfully, he just goes for a Substitute at first, and I was wondering why. He said he hasn't played NUs before, so I still don't see why that has to do with his setup. Like, how come you change the setup? But yeah, I hit my X-Scissor, and it takes him out of sub, and he puts me to sleep. And I'm going to stay asleep here. He's going to go for a Spore again, predicting me to wake up or something. I don't know, but I wake up here. I go with an X-Scissor because that's the strongest attack that I have that's going to hurt him. He goes with a Substitute. He's too weak to make a sub. And I go with a close combat here just to get damage on whatever he brings in. I could have went with the Stone Edge, and it would have probably finished off the Zapdos, but thankfully I get a lucky crit, although Stone Edge would have probably did more, so I'm not sure if that crit really did matter or not. Well, because after this, guys, I'm gonna bring in Tauros and go for a Stone Edge, that is. So I'm not sure if that crit mattered. I'm pretty sure Tauros' Stone Edge would have killed it with the Stealth Rock damage and the close combat damage. But yeah, so I don't have to worry about that, though. The Zapdos is gonna go down by a Stone Edge, and at the end of the Zapdos, I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's no longer a threat because it's dead. So he's going to bring in Tyranitar, and I didn't know what he was going to do. I was thinking Dragon Dance maybe. That's why he would bring it in, so we could get a Dragon Dance up and outspeed Tauros. So I stay in and go for the Earthquake. It does a pretty good amount of damage, and but it doesn't kill it. So now he gets the Dragon Dance up, and I'm hoping to God that I am faster than his Tyranitar still. I'm hoping that he didn't make it to where it can be faster than 350 speed with one Dragon Dance. Because if it is faster, that is bad, and I'm not going to be able to kill it, and he's probably going to be able to sweep. But thankfully, I am still faster, and I get off another Earthquake. With the Life Orb damage and Sandstorm, though, the Bull is going to die. Oh, no, he's not going to die. He's going to live with 6 HP. But, yeah, I switch him out. I go to Swampert here, and Swampert's going to take a Bullet Punch like a beast because it's not very effective. Now I know he's probably either gonna stay in or switch out to Breloom. I really have nothing like else to do, but I think he stays in and I stay in and I go for Earthquake or a Recover. Yeah, I go for an Earthquake. It's gonna do a very little bit of damage, not really all that much. Oh no, that did a little. That did more than a little. It took him into red. But yeah, now I know I'm gonna go. Now I know I have to go for a recover here. I'll have to be at around full HP to be able to do anything to be able to do anything with Quagsire anymore. Although he's useless against the Breloom, so I have to be, or he's useless against Breloom and Gengar, so I have to, use something. I have to use something else to kill both of those. But yeah, I'm gonna switch back into Bull, predicting a Bullet Punch, and just get an Intimidate on him. And he goes with a Bug Bite. Now that was a weird thing because I could have went with an Earthquake, and the Bug Bite would have killed me, and Earthquake would have, and I could have had the Bull for later, for against a Breloom perhaps or something. But yeah. Anyways, I bring in Gardevoir, and I wasn't paying attention when he did the Bug Bite, so that's why I brought in Gardevoir. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought in Gardevoir in the first place, like I did. But yeah, he goes with the Bug Bite, and that's gonna, yeah, he's gonna take me into 40 HP. I'm gonna go with the T-Bolt, and T-Bolt's gonna take him out, and I'm stuck at basically 19 HP. Right here, if I would have went for a Wish Protect, I would have had Gardevoir, and it could have went a completely different way, because I wasn't expecting him to go for a sub. I was expecting him to just go for a Shadow Ball, and he did go for a sub, so that's going to take him down to half HP, and that's going to allow me to bring in Articuno and Sandstorm install him if I have to, with sub and stuff. But yeah, sorry about that, and yeah, my headset kind of cut out, but yeah, Gardevoir dies to a Shadow Ball, and if I would have went for a Wish Protect, Gardevoir would have been alive, and I would have been able to do a lot more damage to Gengar and take it out and stuff, but that's not the case. So I bring in the Articuno, and he goes for a Destiny Bond. I go for a Substitute. Now right here, I know if I know his I can go for another sub after he Shadow Balls, then Roost after that sub, and keep doing that until he gets down to where until Sandstorm KOs, and as long as I have a sub up when he brings a Breloom out, I'm gonna win. There's no possible way he's gonna be able to win if I have a sub up. But yeah, so we keep doing this for a little while. He goes for a Shadow Ball, and I go for a Roost here, and it's gonna bring me back up to about full HP or a little bit less. Yeah, it's gonna leave me at 365 because of Sandstorm, and I'm gonna go for another substitute here after the I'm gonna go for a substitute after he goes for a Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball's not really gonna do that much, and I can keep doing this all day if I want to, and I can keep roosting off the damage of Shadow Balls and substitutes. So now I know I have a substitute up, and he's gonna go for a Shadow Ball here. I'm not sure what I went for. I think I went for a substitute, or I either went for a substitute or a Roost. Yeah, go for another substitute. Could have went for a Roost there, got my HP back to full, and then went for another sub after that, but I didn't. But it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to go for a Roost here, and it's going to bring me back up to full HP, or not full, but, pretty close to full HP. And he gets a critical hit, Shadow Ball, although that's not really mattering, because, I was in a substitute. I probably should have went for the Roost before, so I could have been at full HP, but it doesn't really matter because I can go for a sub and then a Roost again and be at full. But he goes for another Shadow Ball. He's just going to keep going for Shadow Ball, and he gets a special defense drop. So now I know I'm not going to be able to fucking, yeah, he gets a special defense drop, and I know he got one earlier too. I forgot about that, but he gets another one, and the Shadow Ball is going to do a lot of damage. It can do enough to where when I sub, it's going to take out my yeah, I'm gonna get taken out by Sandstorm, and Quagsire is the only thing that's left. The only chance I have at winning is getting a critical hit EQ and living the Seed Bomb, but that's not gonna happen. And I go down I go down because of not a crit, but a Luck Hack Shadow Ball in there, lowering my special defense. Otherwise, I would have lived.